Hello, Parkaholics, and welcome back to the Parkaholics podcast, episode 6. It has been 2 months since our last podcast because we've had a lot going on. We had the Parkathlon. We had people yelling at us about the reservation system at Disneyland. It's been an eventful 2 months, but guess what? It's going to be even more eventful today because we are discussing the worst idea Universal has probably ever had, and that's coming from me.
And you love Universal. Did you say Parkathlon? Did you say that we're world record holders at 10 hours and 49 minutes?
World record holders. Woo!
That's right. Parkaholics are world record holders.
Lord.
10 hours, 49 minutes, 5 parks,
Theme parking
4
with
cities.
cocktails, not strollers.
Britt has elected to have an Aperol Spritz to start off the summer here. That's one of her signature drinks.
It is.
And we learned from our good friend, Aaron, light on the Aperol, guys. Light on the Aperol, more Prosecco, Club Soda. Light on the Aperol. Light, guys.
Yes, she is our expert in all things beverages. She's a wizard. Witch, rather.
Well, you're getting a Hogwarts class right now, so fitting on point.
So what we are discussing today, Ante has not heard of yet. So I want to get his take. Have you heard of the new Epic Universe hub concept?
Epic Universe.
Yes, but the hub concept, the open hub concept.
What is an open hub concept?
Oh, that's a great question.
I'm coming in cold. I've been too busy parkaholicing. You know, a lot of coasters, a lot of POVs.
That's fair. That's fair.
Six Flags. Hey, we're going to get free ride photos soon, guys. You heard it here first.
All right, well, let me give you the details. I've got it all written down because this is a brand new concept. Some of it's confirmed, some of it's still a little bit TBD. But it is official. The Executive Vice President and General Manager, Jeff Polk, did an interview with USA Today to announce this Universal Epic Hub Open concept. And essentially what they're looking to do is they want to open all of Celestial Park to the general public, leaving the portals to ticket holders. Stunned silence.
Hold on. They're going to open up their main street.
Correct.
Which is Celestial Park.
Correct.
To who? You can just come off the street?
Yes.
No, that'll never work.
I totally agree. They are looking to make it into a Disney Springs, a City Walk type of concept where guests will be able to come into Celestial Park, obviously pay for parking. They'll be able to access everything in Celestial. So that's Pizza Moon, that's Atlantic, that's Blue Dragon, all the little bars and shopping. But the portals themselves will require an actual ticket. So anyone who's purchased a ticket will also have additional access to the portals, but everyone else who pays for parking, they got access to Celestial.
This is too complicated. Universal should be more simple. Like me, I'm a simple man. I'm in a shot of whiskey and a beer face, so that's what I'm gonna have to match your Aperol Spritz. So you're saying they're gonna let random people off the street to go and shop and eat? Okay. Stupid idea. Stupid effing idea. But the coasters in Celestial Park.
TBD. They have not announced the fate of both Stardust and also the Carousel. We do not know if those will be included as part of the open hub concept. We just know all of the restaurants and shops. But why we know it is officially happening is because they have put facial recognition out in the front of every single portal, so that guests who have purchased a ticket will have to go through Celestial Park and will have to, do a facial recognition scan into every single portal to access it. I'm gonna repeat this one more time.
Hi guys, welcome to another.
I was about to get on a hot one.
Another dumb theme park idea.
Cheers. I need a sip before I get into this one moment.
Cheers, everyone, to stupid theme park ideas out there. Why can't they just keep things simple?
I'm gonna repeat. The dumbest idea Universal has ever had. I love you, Universal. What are you thinking? Let me repeat this. You're telling me I purchased a ticket for this lovely theme park, and I have to then go in with a bunch of muggles to Celestial Park, and every time I want to go into one of the beautiful portals, I have to wait in another line to do a facial rec when I already did it at the entrance of the park?
So they're going in. So this is the equivalent. Am I hearing this right?
Yes, please.
This is the hub idea. It's basically, let's use Disney. Only Disney has this. you go into Main Street. They're gonna let.
No, City Walk has it as well.
No, but this is in the park.
Correct, but they're going to treat this as a Disney Springs City Walk, so it's no longer going to be considered part of the
park. Would you ever treat Main Street USA like that?
Well, they have, obviously, Downtown Disney, and they also
this is the equivalent. If I'm hearing this right, this is a fucking stupid idea. If I'm hearing this right, you're going to let in anyone to walk into Main Street, shop and eat.
Correct.
They can go do castles, shows, and everything.
Correct.
And then... But they can't go to the other lands.
Correct. So that'd be like putting a facial rec in front of Adventureland, in front of Tomorrowland.
How facial rec-y are we talking about? Can you just walk in and they'll know? And they'll
facial rec will confirm whether or not you have park admission, a ticket for that day. Just like Disney scans, via facial rec to get into their parks, it'll be the same with Epic Universe. No. I totally agree with you.
This is a dumb.
Totally
there is no way this goes past 3 months.
You have now ruined the entire personalization and customer experience for those people who have purchased a theme park ticket. I do not understand. Now, I get it. You're low on people going into Celestial Park. I understand you're trying to get more volume, more people going into the restaurants and into the shops, but this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. You cannot have every random person coming into Celestial, and as soon as that becomes a City Walk and a Disney Springs, you've never really seen it in true crowded form. It is an absolute shit show. It's a shit show. And no one enjoys it. And all the people who have purchased tickets are getting as quickly as they can to get into the park.
But this is gonna be ticketed.
No, not as of right now. They're essentially just gonna have to pay for parking. Obviously there will be capacity based on what they're allowed to have in Celestial Park, but no, this will not be a ticketed function.
Look, I know what the problem is. This is the dumbest Band-Aid to this problem. Epic's low on capacity. Okay, they built a beautiful park. They built a Disney-esque park. We've been 3 times already. Okay, it's still in stage 1. I see what they're doing. There's a stage 3 in the next decade or so. Okay,
correct.
Stage 2, I'm really excited for. Then whatever they do for the next 10 years, whatever. This is why they're dumb. This is why they're dumb. Is they haven't opened up Epic Universe to their pass holders yet.
Facts.
And if they want people there, they're shitting on their own Orlando pass holders because you can only go to Universal and to Islands with your pass. And they're going, well, pass holders, if you want to go to Epic, we'll charge you $100. We gave you a discount, but that sucks. And there's so many boards on Reddit and everything saying, screw you, Universal. I'm a pass holder. Give me access to the third park already. It's been a year.
Yeah.
But instead, you're going to let these muggles go buy pizza and stuff. This is a catastrophe. This is so stupid.
You're turning away your pass holders, which the beauty of a pass holder, and you can agree since we are Disneyland Magic Key, part of the beauty of it is when you have a reservation. Or if you don't, you just want to go into Downtown Disney, you can go in at 4 or 5 p.m. And what do? When we go to Downtown Disney, we
eat,
shop,
drink, shop.
All the above. Everything they are trying to get in Celestial Park. So open it to your pass holders, the people who already love it, they already live in Orlando or will travel to be able to do so, and then you're going to get the right quality of people in there. Everyone else is on. It's going to be just a mass chaos.
How can you do? This is their plan and not open it up to the pass holders. The pass holders will come at 3, 4, 5 p.m. Guess who's going to eat, drink, and shop?
Yeah, I agree. Now,
those guys.
Let me take one step back. They are obviously a little nervous about this new concept, so I want to make sure that we get the facts straight so you all are aware. They are testing this out May 30th and June 1st, not for the general public, but for the premier Orlando Beauty Convention that is happening, and everyone who has purchased a ticket to that convention will have access to this open hub concept. Now, they have tested this open hub. People have rented Celestial Park for, events and
I gotta be part of the pageant now?
But this is how they're doing the initial testing to see if it works. I'm sorry. I don't mean this rudely, and maybe I'm completely wrong, so come at me. I don't think your premier Orlando Beauty Convention people are going to be necessarily the best ones that want to come in and purchase. Are they going to want to go purchase an egg? No.
No, if they're a Harry Potter fan, sure.
Sure, that's not Harry Potter.
Oh, sorry. Burke. No, the egg. The Harry Potter
egg.
No.
Oh, well,
Myrtle's egg.
Sure,
My girl, Moni Myrtle.
I should have specified the version of the egg. So they are testing this concept initially, and I'm going to quote him. Jeff, what are you thinking, Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
Jeff Polk. He is the EVP and General Manager for Epic Universe, Universal Orlando to be specific. But he told USA Today, We will always be testing things to try to figure out what the best way is to leverage the experience for all guests. Over the next year and a half, we're going to experiment with a lot of things to see what works and what doesn't work. Look, I love that. I agree with that. I think that's brilliant. And actually, that is one of the very many reasons I love Universal and give Disney so much crap, is because they are willing to try new things, whether it works or not, strictly for the guest experience and what guests love the most. But this one, Jeff.
This one's stupid.
This one, Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Jeffrey. Is it Jeffrey with a J or a G?
I just saw Jeff.
Could be a Geoffrey.
But Jeff, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving it.
It's not going to work.
For someone who is an avid theme park goer, and I started off obviously in Orlando, so Walt Disney World, used to go to Disney Springs so much as a kid. It is chaos and there's a beauty to it, but we used to avoid it and go straight to the parks where we actually had a full theme park ticket. You're not going to convince me, someone who loves Epic Universe, I love the entire park as a whole, I'm not going to want to go deal with all those crowds and all those people who do not have tickets. And you want me to scan my face into every single portal? What if, tell me this, I find out Ministry has a 30-minute wait. I am all the way over. Okay, in Super Nintendo.
I'm following.
And I sprint over.
You won't be able to now. You won't be able to sprint.
Because I'm going to have to wait in a long-ass fucking line to scan my face to get into Ministry.
No, is it a line to get into the portals, or can you just walk in? They'll know.
No. They put up, the facial rec look with the ticket stands.
Oh, my God.
So one by one.
No.
So I'm literally having to re-enter the theme park every time I leave the portal and go back into Celestial Park.
So every time you basically leave a portal or a Disney land, you have to refacialize. Is that a word?
You have to refacialize.
You have to refacialize
Yeah.
and possibly stand in a line to get in another land in the park that you already paid for.
Yeah. Now, this also aggravates me because you know how early.
Tell me what aggravates.
So many things. We got there early to the park to get in line to get. What are you laughing at? This frustrates me.
She's such a lovely.
love
Brit's
this park.
such a lovely wife, and she's so calm. And she's so professional, and she gets most aggravated about theme park logistics.
Because I love them so
I know you do.
much.
I
It
know
is
you
such
do.
a passion of mine, and honestly,
Take it out on Jeff at Universal.
I did.
Don't take it
Jeff
out on me.
Hulk.
It's got to be a Jeff with a G.
Here's the thing. I'm actually interested to see how this works. And granted, they're testing it with this beauty convention, so maybe if it doesn't work, they're going to can the entire thing. I have a gut feeling they're going to end up testing with the general public based on how far this has actually gone through the acceptance process. But here's my thing I want to discuss and your thoughts on this. You go to stay and pay a premium to stay at Helios. Okay, or one of the other hotels that is right next to the park. You pay that premium, number one, so that you can be close to the park, get there early, but also so that you can get into the park early. But say you're just staying at Helios. Maybe you don't want to do early entry today, but you decide to go at the opening of the park. You're then entering with a ton of muggles who have not paid the premium and who have not paid for a ticket, but you are paying the premium to stay at an on-site hotel. It has now taken what you are paying and downgraded everything you're getting.
They're devaluing their own
devaluing,
park.
That's the word I was looking for. Yes,
they're devaluing their own park.
Correct.
I imagine, are you 100% sure that you can, who cares about parking? You can just walk in off the street, go straight into Celestial. You're 100% on that.
This is what they are saying it's going to be.
There's no way. There is no way.
Look, not 100%,
I'm sorry.
Not 100% confirmed because obviously they are just testing with this beauty convention. Those people have purchased tickets to the convention are being given access to the open hub. But the rumor and what some other execs from Universal Orlando have lightly said in interviews without giving anything away is that obviously they will have to come in and pay for parking. So it's going to be a blend of essentially a City Walk, a Disney Springs, and a Main Street.
No. Okay.
And you can't do that.
But it's not ticketed. So why do you have to pay for parking?
Because you got to pay to park to show up.
What if you Uber there?
You could Uber that, yeah, absolutely.
This
any mode of transportation, I'm just saying.
But in this philosophy, in this theory,
yes.
And I hate to be that guy right now. But we pay good money to go to certain parks. Disney's at the top, Universal, your Six Flags is at the bottom. Can you say you are a beach bum? I'm sorry to be that guy, and a bum can just walk in there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't calculate.
It doesn't calculate, and again, it's devaluing.
I hate to be that guy because it's there are certain clienteles and there are certain parks that like you do pay for that. You have your Bellagio's on the Strip, and then you have your circuses.
There is a reason, and I mean this in the utmost respect, but there is a reason that they have more police, more security in places like downtown Disney, Disney Springs, and City Walk. Okay, because it is a totally different group that is coming in there, right? People are bringing massive families. They're not planning on spending all day in the park. It's like a very different mentality than if you're bringing your family and your kids to a theme park.
I'm trying to wrap my head through this. They obviously want more people in the park. Okay, I've read reports.
I agree, and I understand what they're trying to do.
But you want park goers there, and you don't want people just clogging it up. How can they guarantee that anyone's going to spend money coming in that way?
Well, because they're not going to have anything else to do.
You pop in for an hour or two, you do a lap, whatever.
But you know what I could
go on a roller coaster.
Here's what I could end up seeing. And don't get me wrong, I totally understand this because these theme parks get so brutally expensive. But you have a family of 5, okay? And you say, oh my God, Celestial Park's open. Let's go drive. You pay for parking, what, $45?
Is that a family move, though?
You can
I wouldn't take...
But imagination.
All right, SpongeBob. You're really on brand.
Your family of 5
with all your stuff today. You're really on point.
You bring your family of 5 and you say, oh my God, Celestial's open. Totally get it. But you realize that Pizza Moon, Blue Dragon, Atlantic, and everything else is so brutally expensive that you decide to bring your own food and drinks into Celestial Park go sit by.
Can you?
You can into Disney parks.
But now we're doing.
You can into Universal. You can bring your own food. Why wouldn't you be able to take it and go sit around the fountain and eat? They can't expect, and they don't have enough options.
So it's going to become
Celestial.
So it's going to become a regular public city park then.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But
where are you going to expect these people to eat? There's only 3 restaurants.
I sound so pretentious right now, but there's certain things that when you pay a premium, you should get value. And if they're turning their Universal Main Street USA into a public park, that is going to be a bad news for them. There's no way this goes past 90 days.
There's no way.
Do you get access to the roller coaster?
Well, they haven't announced that yet. I think that would be such a miss. My guess is they would just put another facial rack in front of the coaster, but then you have the carousel, so I don't know how that's going to work, and that's in the middle of Celestial. But I'm buying a ticket, and you're literally just giving me less value than what I paid for, and there's not enough options. Also, look, I would go hang out in Celestial because I'm a nerd. I think what they did over there is absolutely stunning with the water fountains. Like, you could just plop me in front of the main fountain and I'd be a happy camper.
But it is public. It is a theme park, Central Park, New York.
Correct. And it's just stunning. I'll go grab a bevy, sit there. I will be a happy camper. I don't need to go into the portals every time. But
it just doesn't make sense.
If that's not me, there's not enough dining options for the regular family to come in and eat there. So then you're clogging up the Pizza Moon, you're clogging up Atlantic and Blue Dragon. So all those resis are gone for people who have paid for a ticket and may want to make resis because now you're letting general public access to all of it. But aside from the other little few stands that are around there.
I imagine they've done bandwidth capacity issues and they go, we have space. We have 20% space
They have
to fill
space,
this.
But is there enough for those people to do?
I don't think so. I wouldn't take part in this. Even if we're a theme park.
You and I would.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if I'm just kind of lounging around, I'm not a theme park guy. Would I go?
Imagine that. I'm in a portal, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I got to make it for the fountain show. And now you got to beat the crowds of all these regular people who have
But they're managing. They still can't go over capacity. They just can't.
Sure.
But this is my issue with this. This is the biggest spit in the face of your current annual pass holders.
Yeah.
This is such a spit in the face. If you're in Orlando, everything in Florida is within 2 or 3 hours of Orlando. You have a pass. They haven't allowed you. You can still go to Universal or Orlando, and you can still go to Islands.
Right.
And they haven't attached this Epic, but they're letting in muggles.
I just don't get it.
For lack of a better, increase the season passes by $70 to $100, so you're gonna make extra revenue there. But give the Orlando pass holders access to Epic before you do these muggles. This is such.
But why aren't they doing that? What's the reasoning?
It's gonna happen.
I'm trying to understand the reason for why they wouldn't give pass holders access first before trying this open. What's the reason?
I don't know.
There has to be a reason they're not giving pass holders access.
I think they're going, we don't have a downtown Disney / what is it called at Universal in Orlando? The walk.
The City Walk.
City Walk. They don't have anything at Epic. It's an island. That's my issue.
It's coming. That is a future concept for them. They will be building it. So I think this is almost like a Band-Aid of a city walk.
Yeah, but it's too early for a Band-Aid. They don't have a city walk. My issue with Epic is they are an island. Mm-hmm. And when you go down there...
Island, pun intended. No.
It definitely wasn't intended. that one definitely wasn't intended. It was... they're on an island, and that's my issue. Is once you're in the park, you're stuck in the park. There's nowhere else to go. I love Disneyland and DCA, and my third park in Anaheim is downtown Disney. Right. That's where usually we eat, or we go eat at the hotels, and that is its own entity. You can do that at Universal with Universal Islands, Pun, and the City Walk. Right. There's so much to do, and you kind of mix and match and get away from the theme park. But when you're at Epic, you are stuck in the theme park for 10 hours.
And look.
And I personally don't like that.
I don't either, but it was a gamble building this new park because they only had X space that they could build. And their plan is to build their own version of City Walk out there. They're building all the hotels. They're honestly going to make it its brand own park, essentially, separate from Islands and Universal, right?
But it's
there. But currently,
that's not it today.
It's not it today.
It's an infant. Epic is an infant. I'm very happy with it. It's so clean. Yep. It's beautiful. If you guys haven't been to Epic, it's beautiful. We can't wait to take Robert Johnson III, Robbie J. He's our biggest fan, the Parkaholics number fan. I would love to know what Robbie J would have to say if they just let random people into Main Street USA. He hasn't been to Epic yet. Yeah, just let them flood the middle of the park, and then you had to facial wreck into all the lands. I would love to know, Robbie J, he gets a reference.
I'm expecting a comment, Robbie J. We love you.
I would love to know what his opinion is on, if he's like, no, just let them shop and listen to me.
Can you imagine what that would look like on Main Street? Can you imagine?
These guys with the cell phones.
And then everyone's lined up outside the lands trying to facial wreck it. You know how slow facial wreck is trying to get into Disneyland right now? It's literally painful watching people scan their face to get into Disneyland. So now imagine that going into each portal every time you want to switch. Imagine. I have anxiety thinking about it.
I'm shocked that this was on this decision went through
bunch of channels,
teams, and approvals. Yeah. And they said, Bob and Jeff,
this is all we got.
This is what we're gonna go. Let's trial this. Give access to Epic to your annual pass holders. That's the right move. Yeah. What happened to loyalty? What happened to loyalty?
Well, we've seen that with all the theme parks. It's gone down.
Not just that, but I was just talking to Sean right now. He had to switch carriers because he's not getting good service right now. And to switch carriers after 2 years, they're going to give you a better offer. It should be like, screw you for being a customer of ours for 10 years. You're gonna keep paying the premium. But Joe Schmo off the street, we want to get net new customer acquisition. We're going to give him the deal. It's all backwards today. It's all backwards. It's like, what happened to loyalty?
It's no longer there. I mean, the value you're getting and to your point, loyalty of being a pass holder at theme parks is no longer the prestige of what it used to be. It's a sad fact, and it's unfortunate because we spend so much money going down there. I'd have to crank the numbers. I don't know what the average pass holder spends when they go to the parks. Well, we spend a lot. We're going for food, bevies. I buy at least something from the store every time I go. Granted.
I love when you just go into the stores and buy so much merch.
Makes me so happy.
It makes me so happy.
I'm not paying for hotel rooms, but I'm still bringing in a lot of cash to that park. Even times where, it's not a high season in terms of volume. So,
my Six Flags idea this week. Just bring people to the parks. Get people to the parks. The money part, the revenue part will take care of itself. Yep. People got to eat. People got to park. Yep. The adults are going to drink. And some people are going to drive
enough there. You can't even eat there because they only have the few restaurants that are reservation only. Pizza Moon, I think you can actually walk in, maybe. We haven't actually eaten there yet. That's next on our agenda.
I'm shocked.
But I don't know what else what else are people gonna do when they're there? You can only shop for so long.
I can't wait for this data to come back.
They're gonna have more live shows, I think, in some of those little stage areas that they have. So I think they're gonna bring more of that in. But I just don't get it. And look, I want to reiterate, I'm not opposed to them trying new things, and I'm so proud of Universal for building this theme park, and it's so incredible everything that they've done. And you got to test stuff. Some of it's not going to work. It'll be a learning lesson, and this is going to be one of those learning lessons. And I'll be very honest with you. I obviously wanted to go to Epic several times this year. I was considering going in June with my brother. And if they decide to do this open hub concept...
You're still going to go. You're
no,
still going to go.
No,
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know that I will.
Yes, you
no,
are.
No, I will not. I would rather go to islands. No,
100%.
I would rather... I would rather...
What are you talking about?
No.
You're saying I'm not going to Epic, you're in Orlando with your brother?
Well, because I would go to islands in
You're going to go...
Universal.
You're going to Epic. Get out of here. You love the park. Your brother loves the park more than you because you guys are all
I love it.
aesthetics.
I love it so much.
You are not going to... You're not going to scoff at an open... Is it called... What is it called? Open hub. You are not going to go, I'm not going because of open hub.
Yes,
Stop.
I would.
Stop.
Yes, I would.
Stop.
I would go for research purposes for the Parkaholics. Okay, that is what I would do. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to islands and stop it. And Universal. I mean, no, I love Epic so much, and that's why I'm so passionate about this discussion because I think what they've done there is so incredible, and I get so heated at the hate that this park gets. Give me a break about not enough shaded spots. The trees haven't grown, so things like that bother me, and especially this open hub.
Yeah, what was that? You told me that this week.
Epic has been, we can get into this another topic, but another pod, but Epic has been rated, I think, the lowest theme park in Orlando in terms of customer satisfaction. One of the biggest reasons is for lack of shade. Bring an umbrella.
They're in a soft opening.
Bring a hat.
They're in a soft opening.
In Orlando. Okay, now granted, they have put up more shaded areas for people, but the trees haven't grown. If you saw Disneyland when they first opened it, if you went on Jungle Cruise, there was nothing because it has to grow.
So you saying these guests have no patience?
I don't have patience either, but at the same time, you can't rate a park low for lack of shade. Rate it for crappy rides or bad, like lines.
We live in the social media age. Everything is instant gratification. And if something doesn't hit you in the face right away and all that good stuff, you're gonna give it a C minus, a D plus rating. Epic is a year old. It's a beautiful park.
Give it a break.
They took a big leap with Darkmoor with the Monsters Unchained. Maybe my favorite dark ride. Mm-hmm. It's up there with Star Wars.
Yep.
It's up there with Star Wars.
Stunning. I love it so much.
It's just a spit in the face to the pass holders.
Yeah.
I would want to know how many pass holders Orlando has. There's a.
You know what? Let's look up that number next time. I'd be interested.
There's a rumor. I don't think that's public information. I don't think they're gonna get it. There's the reason I say that is in Anaheim because LA has 5 million people within a 50 miles radius. That there's 1 million pass holders. I don't know if I believe that in different tiers, but that's why they finance the freaking resort. What is it in Orlando for Disney World and what is it for Universal?
I don't know.
I would imagine Universal has 100,000 pass holders.
Yeah, and I mean the cost alone to be a pass holder for Walt Disney World with all the number of parks they have over there is astronomical. So, I mean, I don't think my family ever had Walt Disney World annual passes. Maybe when I was really young, but it was always Universal. Because it was more affordable. We still went down there. We went to Disney, but it would just be like for a 4 or 5 day vacation. We were actually like fully committing to it. So I actually don't know the answer to that. Also, most of your pass holders in Orlando, I would assume, are probably more adult. But
for sure, Universal is just the more adult theming and all that good stuff.
But
it's
I don't know the answer.
They're basically giving. Look, I'm just trying to wrap this around in my head. They want to get anyone in the park.
Yeah.
They want to give anyone in the park, but I can't get this away. Like I remember this Reddit thread, and it was all these people that lived in Orlando, and they have annual passes, and they said, "Screw you, Universal," in a nice way. I'm not going and paying to go to Epic until you make it part of my pass. So I wonder I wonder what the numbers, what the market research, and what that is, how many people that really is. We'll never know. But if it's 50,000 people, up the season pass is $50 or $100. That's fine for a year pass. You make your revenue right there, and let them go to the park. Let them come at 4 or 5 p.m. and buy the pizza. Those are your returning clients. My question to you is, a family of 4, son, daughter, husband, wife. Yep. They go to Epic. They're like, oh, this is nice. They have a fountain and they have some food. is that enough if you're not a theme park family to come back and be a paying client of Epic? No. I don't think so.
No, you're gonna.
So what are we doing?
You're gonna bring people in for a one-time kind of experience. If you want my honest opinion, everything over there, whether it's food or merch or beverages, are brutally expensive. They're theme park prices, right? So you're a family, you're not going to constantly go there because it's going to be way too expensive for the average family to just pay to go in to hang out at Celestial.
This doesn't...
It doesn't make sense.
They're going backwards. They built this great park. I think they're in panic mode because they didn't get the numbers that they want.
They're in panic mode.
Patience, guys. Patience for you. Patience for Universal. You just built a beautiful park. It's beautiful. The trees are going to grow. The rides are going to be built. There's going to be more restaurants and shows and fireworks and freaking dragons flying around.
It's happening. People just need to...
It's just like they're building the train in Slovakia. The train, yes, it's coming. It's coming. Patience, guys. Patience, guys.
Patience.
But this is a dumb idea and this is not going to work.
It's a terrible idea. Jeff Polk, it's a terrible idea, and anyone else who is listening.
Jeff with a G.
And this is coming from someone who thinks Epic Universe is probably one of the most beautiful parks ever built. And I'm so excited for what's to come. But this right here,
next month.
It's about to devalue the beauty and the experience that you have built this park for.
Yeah.
You know, in all your original interviews, and this is how I'll wrap it, you said that you built this park to be unique, unlike anything else. It was about customer experience, bringing experience to the people who purchase a theme park admission. And with this open hub concept, you are now removing that entire standard.
And don't build this and then beg people to come.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
It's desperate.
No one likes beggars.
Don't be desperate, Universal. You're not desperate. You're not desperate. What you've built will have success.
Patience.
Just patience.
Patience.
I think you're trying to sprint here when, you know, this is a marathon. There's no sprinting necessary.
Don't need to.
No sprinting necessary.
Next month, you and your brother are in Orlando. Because I'm at the World Cup.
I can't deny.
And you're not going to Epic?
I can't deny.
And you're not going to Epic because of Open Hub?
I probably will.
Exactly.
I probably will.
Stop. That was the biggest lie that you said 5 minutes ago. Biggest lie.
Probably. I probably will still go. If nothing else, for research purposes. Also, my brother absolutely loves Epic 10 times more than me.
Research purposes? You're going to have a great
I got to research the Open Hub. I gotta research.
Oh, I gotta go to Epic, one of my favorite parks, because of research purposes now. That's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. Stop lying to the public right now. You're lying to the public.
You're right, I am lying to the public. You're right, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go. This doesn't deter me, but as an average family, it would deter me. And someone who maybe is coming from out of town. My parents live in Florida, so it's an easy grab for me. But yeah, Epic. Look, I'm hopeful. I hope this proves me wrong and it ends up being amazing and it gives you everything that you want, but...
It won't be.
It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. So I am ending episode 6 with a please, Premier Orlando Beauty Convention happening May 30th and June 1st. Please don't buy anything because I want this idea to just die in the dirt.
Oh my God. We're going negative? I'm ending it with, hey, fellow Parkaholics out there, cheers. We love you.
We do love you. I'll see you at Epic Universe in June.
We'll see you at the parks.
See you at the parks.
With gift cards.